Welcome, florists and flower lovers, to part 2 of my floral design livestream edit. In this one, I will create an Advent arrangement. We hope you enjoy. I wanted to do an Advent wreath originally, and I wanted to make it into a big square, but then I thought, why make it so difficult for myself? Why not just make one long one, and then have 4 candles in there? This is going to be a Advent design. It's 2 plastic table decos, 4 bricks of Oasis biodegradable foam. I have connected these 2 bases together with bamboo sticks and then taped it around and then put in the Oasis. Then I have chicken wire that I encased this whole thing with chicken wire until maybe here. I took some hot glue and then I hot glued all these pieces of bark on there. You cannot see it very clearly, but maybe, let's see, yeah, here there is clay. So I've clayed every little opening so that it's completely covered, so it looks nice. Then my idea was to use these candles, and I've put them on wire, like how Gregor does it with the spider. I think we'll have to do a tutorial on that still at some point. But also the book, I think that Linda made, shows these types of techniques. So it's the thick wire, the stop wire, and I put them apart a little bit so that when I stick them in, it is very secure. So if I would just put one thick wire and pushed it down, then it might wobble and go everywhere. But now with all these little hooks, it's very stuck. Angelica.
Well, first of all, we have Ike.
Hey Ike, welcome.
And he's saying his bark materials, question mark.
Bark materials, bark is like tree bark, right? So we can buy that at the wholesaler.
Angela has a question, and she's asking, can you stand it up so we can see the back? So before you put the candles in.
Yeah, so the back is the same as the front. The bottom, maybe, you mean. Sorry. It's quite tricky. I'm not sure if it's gonna fall apart, but there you go. See, it's chicken wire and tape and everything. Totally not pretty, but you know, no one's gonna see, well, no one is supposed to see that part. So when it's on the table, like a nice table setting, no one will notice that. Yeah, thank you very much. This is the bark. So it's all big chunks that you can hot glue on there.
Your mom is saying the name of the bark. Mm-hmm. She says in Dutch they call it Maritima schors.
Oh yeah, Maritima.
So,
yeah. So maybe you can find it. And I think in America, for example, they use it as a filler for the gardens. So and definitely the gardens that you see at the parking lots, I saw that type of bark a lot. But this is it's almost the same. It's not really the same, but it's got the same atmosphere. So if you're looking for this type of material and you don't have a wholesaler that carries it, you can always go to the garden center. Thank you very much. It's a very normal word that suddenly I did not know anymore.
Your mom says we sell it in our web shop, so
oh, yes.
Don't go to the garden center, go to our web shop.
Yes. Natural colors. I don't want to have too much colors in here, too much shiny things, just nice and basic. I have some of this Icelandic moss or reindeer moss. It's easy to fill up a design with this. So I'm just using it here and there.
How did you attach the cones to the Lersch wire?
I prefer to have a thick wire for this. Yeah, thank you very much. So very big pine cone, very thin wire, but I would use a 1.2 millimeter wire maybe. What I do is I pull it through those little chips, or what you would call them, I don't know. Then I pull them all the way to the back, very tightly, and then I cross them here, and then I wire them. Twist, twist, twist. Now I have two wires coming out, and that makes it nice and stable. And then we can just stick them in. We have this flat moss, which we use a lot in Dutch Floral Design, and this brings some color to the base. And I can just put it on there, and because I put this edge of bark around, it can just stay like that. If you want to be safe and you are making something like this for a client, I would definitely recommend to put some wire in that. So make a little hook and then put the wire through like that, and then it's secure. So for now I'm not going to do that with all of them, but if I would do this for a customer or something, I would definitely put it on wire. and this covers everything up nice and fast. I have these lovely brownish matte Christmas balls. It's glass, nice to go with this color scheme, I think. So I got a bunch of them, and I like to group them. So in this arrangement, everything is going to be grouped here and there. Sometimes it means that I make one come back on the other side, but more or less it should all be grouped. I make one come back over here. Yeah. I have these Amaryllis bulbs. They will last for a long time. They won't need any water. It should have enough energy inside the bulb to make it grow all the way. Sticks, wooden sticks, tonkin sticks, and I stick that with the pointy end inside, of course, in the bulb. Cut, put another one in. Now I can stick it inside. Why not here? Why do I use the wood? It's just like with the pumpkin that I made a while back. If you use iron inside, then it starts this chemical reaction and it will start to rot. And with wood, it does not do that, so it's better.
Question from Angela.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Amaryllis bulbs that have been sprayed gold?
Ah, yeah, so they put them in wax and then they dump them in a couple of times and then they can be any color. Actually, I was in the auction today. They have them in all the colors of the rainbow. And personally, for me, you know, if you like that sort of thing, why not? I mean, I can imagine arrangements that it could look nice in. I could use very small hyacinth bulb, purple, and then use them in that arrangement I just showed you in the bouquet. But for this one, I just want to keep it natural. So I could choose to have them waxed white, but they were too white because this is like a broken white. You cannot maybe see it on the camera, but it's like a broken white. And if it would be bright white, then I don't think it would look so good. So that's why I chose to just keep the natural ones. Also, it saves me a couple of euros per bulb. And then I have this beautiful, looks like cast iron Christmas ball. We only had one of these. Better to put it a little off center. If it's completely in the middle, then it becomes very symmetrical. And this design is already very symmetrical, so not necessary. So these are very yellow compared to the rest of the materials. So I have some walnuts on a wire that brings back some of the yellowish tone into the arrangement. And these are all just fun materials that you can use dry. It should last for a long time. You could put a lot of Christmas greens in here too. I actually have some that I want to put in here. So there's some green in here. So I just make a bit of the greens stand up. This is all parallel, just like the whole thing is. The whole thing is parallel. Everything is like staccato, or I don't know. That's the word for it, but there's a rhythm in there.
Lisa says, so natural and gorgeous. Cue the woodland creatures.
Yeah, I should put some, no I shouldn't. I shouldn't put some of the fake squirrels in there, huh? That would be...
Please don't.
No, please don't. Now it should be hot enough, I think. Just simply hot glue some of that moss on there. Maybe on the side here. Then we get some extra textures, not just the brown bark, just a little bit of greenish white tones. And the greenish white is also in the conifer. We make that color come back. It's also very monochrome, this color scheme I have over here. A bit to the back. So very simple, right? It's very simple. And you could actually do this pretty fast if you'd like. Knock out a couple of these for maybe a dinner party. Make a nice long row of just these. They are not too distracting, so they don't take so much attention from the conversations, but still they bring some ambience to the table. And then I got these branches wired on here, and I'll just put them here and there in between as well.
Angela also says, my kind of design.
Thank you.
And Lawrence says, that is so beautiful. I love nature.
Thank you very much. Yeah, me too. There's so much things that are simple and dry that you can use in an arrangement like this. And a lot of this you can even collect just in the forest. No need to go to the wholesaler, but of course easy access. It's easier to get it. But a lot of these things you can just find in the forest. Okay, so I think let's not take too long with this. This is more or less it, I think. If I'm not forgetting anything, am I forgetting anything?
Ginko.
I'm always forgetting something. Yes, ginkgo, you're right. So outside my mother has this ginkgo tree, and just as I said earlier, there's this pop of color, this yellow, in the pine cones. I would like to have that come back a little bit more. So why not put some ginkgo in? Nicely dried. Well, it will stay for now. So, like that. Just dividing this over the arrangement.
Lawrence says that it's the perfect pop of color with the ginkgo.
Thank you. And I think that's it. That's it for now. I think I have all the materials in. Yes, I have all the materials in. Okay, so then this one can go away as well. So, hope you like this one too. And then we move on to the third and final design. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, please consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. It's completely free and helps us out a lot. For more pictures of this design, check out our Instagram @Boerma Instituut Flower School. If you'd like to support us in another way, we have an online shop in which you can find anything you need for floristry. floraldesignSupplies.nl. The prices are sharp and we ship worldwide. Again, thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.